Me, anyways, I just woke up. I was swimming a lot yesterday. Okay, 0 people in the chat, guys. I'm gonna start sharing stuff until I see some people sharing. You guys, let me know in the messages and so on that you're alive and well. We have 0 people in, and I'm just gonna start posting some stuff here. Okay, I'm gonna just check this is working. Okay, this is not working. Oh no, it's I gotta refresh. Let's check if the Rumble's working. Alive and well, we have 0 people in, and I'm just gonna start posting some stuff. Okay, so that's working. Let me know audio. Okay, yes sir. Okay, that's live. Good evening, inmates. Timothy Selvin. Let's go, Tim. All right, epic stuff. Yeah, Tim. I saw that email said about free energy and near-death experience. That's pretty epic. All right, I'm just gonna share the threadcast right here. I still haven't fully shared everything. I'm gonna go like this. You can see how I work, and then the next part, because this one doesn't do. Yeah, I'll just do that. If you have math-related questions, I have answers. I'm gonna post this and need the photo quickly. Photo. I'll just do this quickly. Yeah, because I just got up soon. So the audio is good. Let's go. Can you hear you fine? Okay, guys. Hope you guys are doing a great day. Or having a great day. Okay. And then I'm just gonna share this. And again, I'm gonna keep pushing the this in Leo. It's kind of like X, where you have the live feeds. Eventually, they're gonna hopefully do like live streams. You can actually talk into it as well, and that'll be pretty epic. Summarize. Actually, not summarize. I'll just leave it like that. I'm gonna share that and then reload. Okay, something's wrong. Okay, do this right here, and so there's a link, and just gonna click live update. And I'm gonna click hashtag threadcast. Okay, we could probably share other stuff later, or not share. Okay, anyways, so now this is good. And there you guys. Let's go, guys. Okay, and then we have Rumble in here. Zero people in Rumble, and we'll see if anybody shows up in Rumble. Anyways, guys, today's gonna be a pretty epic stream again. If you have math questions, science questions, let me know, and I'll go over them and so on. And I'll just close this. I'll just close the stuff to the right, which should be fine. Yeah. I just don't have time for that. Okay, so anyways, so today's main default topic is just going to be if magnets fall faster than gravity. This is that Boyd-Mushbin experiment. And let's see what we have here. And also, I'm going to open up this stuff right here. And actually, I'm going to go, we'll go over, I do want to read that, Timothy, the email from Casimir Rules. Okay, guys, Watkins in house, let's go. And also, I have a bunch of links here. So basically, I just have a bunch of links. I throw them in here and then see what happens, and so on. And like people that ask questions and so on, just go over the links. And one thing I want to go over is, yeah, and we also have some pretty epic stuff going on. So let's go here. I think we had again, I have a bunch of emails. I have to sift through everything always. Let's see what I have here. Again, if you guys have any math questions, let me know. I just want to go over, where's the Casimir Reels? Okay, the free energy. Yeah, Casimir, send me this one. Hopefully it's okay reading the email. It just has your alias. It says, wouldn't it also upset the apple cart? Do Iraqis have that expression? So if humans found material reason to believe they're immaterial, immortal beings? Yeah, definitely. It's we're talking about next level stuff. Free energy basically means anything. Reality is free. Maybe we're headed to that conclusion too. And then you said this one here. This was pretty interesting that you found out about John Alexander. So John Alexander, I'm definitely very suspicious about him. Even though I asked him to join the live stream. So I literally emailed John Alexander. He said that he was interested, and then he just stopped talking to me. But he wanted to do a private call first. So if you go John Alexander. So you can see the emails I actually sent John Alexander. Where's John Alexander? John Hutchison gave me his email. And okay, and then somewhere in there, let's go John Alexander. Okay, I'll just go send it here. This guy. Okay, so it's 2. Okay. Oh, I actually sent John Alexander to that email. Interesting. So I actually sent way back the first email I sent John when I just wanted to visit him. Actually, no, this is a different one. This is a different one. Never. That's John sent it. Anyways, my bad. It's 2005 road trip. Going further. Where's that email? I want to show that John Alexander. Yeah. So this one. Okay. This is before that then. Yeah. So this one here. Yes, communicate, share articles. This is sending to his other friend Woody, And then he says, John Alexander, meet my friend Matthew. Meet John Alexander, a world expert on many things. Matthew, I give all videos, documents, my weird world, never before seen things. Matthew wants to have you on a live stream. Thanks, John and Matthew. All do best. And I says, yeah, that's great. You still communicate? Can you pass me his email? Also, I want to put in a good word, and also put in a good word for me. And because he mentioned right here, I think John Alexander. Yeah, this guy Woody was asking me to still communicate with John Alexander. So I said, yeah, send it to him. So I said, hi, John Alexander. My name is Matthew. Blah blah blah. And then he says, sorry for delay. I meant to answer, but it got lost in the stack. But what exactly do you want? Would you be happy to talk? I'm also on PST. So he's also on PST. And then I sent this, and he hasn't replied since to that email. All right. So John Alexander, to beat the allegations of being a government op, which okay. Anyways, we got the flat earthers in the house. Let's go. All right, Watkins. Yeah, get going. Anyways, this was from Casimir Riddle. So my man Matthew Matthew Solutions, who even when he's not quite looking, I think might be the only man I've been seeing with his eyes on the prize. Matthew posted this old, intriguing video of John Hutchison discussing the Hutchison effect. And then Colonel, I don't know, yeah, I don't understand why it's called Colonel. There's no R there. Colonel. Yeah, Colonel John Alexander appears in it. That gives a measure of credibility to the way out looking Hutchison for we right brain types. But a mysterious quote in Alexander's wiki page also tells me that I have been correct to ponder the presence of seemingly insincere, frequently quote Navy types associated with both September 11th and discussions of near-death experience. Why those Tesla coils and cyclones in the tunnel? Interesting. Yeah, so this was so he shared that Elena Smith interview, the Skunkworks one. He saw John Alexander's included in that talking about John Hutchison. And what's just interesting is in my live stream with John Hutchison, he actually said that yeah, John Alexander and all those guys were all watching, and they all witnessed the Hutchison effect. They're all there for filming many hours. But then John Alexander, when he gets interviewed, he says he wasn't actually there to watch it. He just says that other people, nobody saw it directly. They just saw it from videotape and assumed that it was real. So, and John Hutchison is definitely not lying. So, and this guy's the one that pushed it was telekinesis, possibly Hutchison effect is telekinesis. So, something's up. And anyways, he has a chance to join the live stream, clear everything up. But he's ghosted me. Anyways, going further. So here's some email. Then go for those. If you go to his Wikipedia page. John Alexander, born 1937, is a retired United States Army colonel and infantry officer for much of his career. He is best known as a leading advocate for the development of non-lethal weapons, of military applications of the paranormal. He has written and lectured on UFOs. He characterized his career as having, quote, evolved from hardcore mercenary. So again, that's some alarm bells. To Thanatologist. What in the world's going on? Thanosologist. So basically, if you get a PhD with Thanos. So Major Alexander knows quite a bit. I also have seen him doing this in his hands when he's talking about the Hutchison effect. So something's up with him. Anyways, he has a chance to clear the air, but here in MES live stream, there's no filter. Alexander figures prominently in journalist John Ronson's book, The Men Who Stare at Ghosts. So he's part of that too, which was later, it's mind control stuff, later made into a Hollywood film, or mind control / telekinesis, Mama Jumbo, and into a Hollywood film starring George Clooney. Ronson continued to draw on Alexander's former status and knowledge in several related Channel 4 documentaries with Ronson, etc. And then if you go to Thantology, all right, so what in the world's going on here? This is some sort of spirit cooking, Mama Jumbo. Thantology is a scientific study of death and the losses brought about it as a result. It investigates the mechanisms and forensic aspects of death, such as bodily changes that accompany death in the post-mortem period, as well as wider psychological and social aspects related to death. It is primarily an interdisciplinary study offered as a course of study at numerous colleges and universities. So they're studying death. What in the world does that even mean? You may have been present for the summonings. It's amazing what we got from reverse engineering or direct engineering, just cover it up and then have a bunch of Freemasonic alien psyops. Okay, go. I'm gonna go to John Alexander. Okay, John B. Alexander. This is a retired United States Army colonel. That Thantology. So mercenary. As a private individual joins an army for conflict or personal profits. Anyway, so he's joining to basically kill people. And then a Thantologist. Again, yeah, this is very, very shady stuff here. Okay. And this is and they had to put this photo. Looks like some spirit cooking photo. And he's got the heart out. Yeah, this looks like some sort of spirit cooking ritual. Absolutely wild. And you can go. Yeah, I think I have George Soros' son. So if you go to So this photo right here reminds me of George Soros' son. Every time I see that, I think of anything similar. I think of George Soros' son, and his red shoes. George. So you go to Soros. If you search up my X account, smart way to join military. Actually interesting. So if you go to George Soros. Okay, where's son? Where's son? Where's George Soros' son? Where's the red shoes? Okay, so it's not. I hate how you can't search things properly. Like it's showing things up that doesn't even have that word. That's just absolutely horrible. So what I'll have to do is, so again, I think I posted somewhere in here, and okay, I'm gonna close this. Okay. Next, I'm gonna go open up here and search up red shoes. Yes, for some reason, yeah, the red shoes. I think we had one. George Soros' son. Yeah, this one here. Okay, why George Soros' son? So again, that's why I like Telegram. You can search it. It only shows searches those specific words, not some other bunch of random posts. So this is George Soros' son. He's pretty short. He's got a tall woman beside him. Yes, and then if you, why does it go there? Let me move this over here. So if you look up, it says he posted, this was years ago, July 27, 2013. Again, there's that woman lying down there. Again, some spirit cooking Mama Jumbo. Devil's Heaven. And he's wearing the red shoes, and he's wearing all white, so something's going on here. And then people are posting Q. Is that QAnon? Oh, that's recent. Hashtag spirit cooking. You both look awesome. And then, so this is the chain smokers. After that, it's all the peeps in the show. And this guy says, Robert Jones, designer, he tags as somebody. They are eating people. All right, let's go. Okay, I wouldn't sign a normal contract. Okay, anyways, so that's pretty epic. Don't forget George Clooney is besties with Gavin DeBecker. Yeah, you keep mentioning Gavin DeBecker. That's very interesting, peeps. Yeah, so, and again, George Clooney is, yeah, he's one of these kind of types eating babies and hearts and so on. All right, guys, so that's this part. And also, speaking about aliens, someone mentioned I have a scheduled post later today. Yes, this one right here. So 23andMe results came in. I'm 40% Anunnaki. So yes, so I'm officially almost a half alien. So that's me, 40% Anunnaki. So that's pretty interesting. or is Marge Simpson? Either or. All right, so that's that. Okay, let's continue on. If you have any math-related questions, I'm going to post up what I have now on the other stuff. So we covered this. Again, there's a Threadcast. Whoever can join the Threadcast, and I'll upvote your thing, and you get your own cash monies. Or we'll have no will to do anything. Okay, interesting. Okay, so anyways, we're getting peeps joining the stream. Epic stuff, guys. Okay, now I'm going to open up some stuff. So I have a bunch of links here. I may have missed some, but may not. What's your conclusion on so far 9/11? Having said, we already talked about directed energy weapons, okay? What's your conclusion? You don't ask me. You ask me what's yours. And if you're flat earther, and if you say demolition as well, that's like double whammy of nonsense. 9/11 do pretty much everything. You got hurricane control. You got weird projector, weird 3D image projection. All directed energy weapon related stuff. Towers turning dust. Towers turn to dust. Okay, that's directed energy weapons. Everything else is disinfo nonsense. So anyways, flat earther, what's yours? So yeah, basically posted there so we know you're not a shill, because the flat earth is already a big giveaway in my humble opinion. The Firmament Angels, how are you? Okay, well, let's go. Okay, are you talking to me or? Okay, flat earth. Okay, at least you got the 9/11 do. Okay, we got something correct. We got something together. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna open up some random links that I have posted here. So I posted this one here. Okay, this one's pretty cool. This is styrofoams reacting to different sound frequencies. And yeah, so this different sound frequencies. Whoops, why does it do that post now? Okay, anyways, I'm gonna do that faster. Yeah, I just wanted to show this. How do I pause? Like, how bad is Threads? Just pause. There's no pause button. Anyways, so it's pretty epic. Just sound. You can make it. These are some pretty cool waves with styrofoam balls, just with sound, and you can make it dancing around. Yeah. So basically, what would be cool is when I try to replicate a Hutchinson effect, I want to have like a setup where either water or even just this, like a bunch of styrofoam or anything that can react with the specific frequencies adding to it. so that we can visually see what's being done, and then see how the metals affect and so on. Yes, let's keep going. Let's go faster. And you can see it. Wait, how do I pause? There's no pause button. My goodness. Whoever made threats should be in jail. Okay, they have some mental hologram. Okay, let's go. The towers themselves are holograms, probably. Let's go. Bus Laden. Is that Bus Laden or Bin Laden's next door neighbor's cousin? Okay, let's go. Okay, how many alien species are there? What? Do you think Ashton Forbes is information agent? Yeah, obviously he's a giant clown. He's also went to high school in Singapore, literally right beside Malaysia. So if you go to right here, so whenever you think of MH370, there's two things you can do. You can go watch my full playlist right here, MH370 teleportation psyop. I go over this a whole bunch, and I discuss this Ashton Forbes clown. He's also a military agent. He also has a security clearance. So and you could also search up Ashton, and also clearance. Also, if you just search up Ashton, there's 118 posts on my Telegram, and again, absolutely epic stuff. And then let's see what else is there. Ashton Forbes is So he even, but he's also pretty funny. I think he's like a comedian. He's one of the funniest guys I've seen. He's absolutely hilarious. And where's the thingy? I just posted this. Okay, he posted, I'm going to be one of the world's top physicists. And here's his physicist costume, one of the world's top physicists, burgeoning alcoholism, delusions of grandeur, scientific word salad, 50K free energy scam. All right, you can dress up as him as well. Anyways, he joined my live stream in the chat just to trash me and the Joe, the creator of the MH370 videos. And also going further, he's also calls himself, he's a supreme scientist now. John DeZuzo, another another clown. He says that he says that Ashton Forbes, supreme scientist, joins him on the show. So like, what is going on here? All right, and then this one's pretty cool. This guy uploaded my Hudson effect and tagged Ashton Forbes. Ashton Forbes still has I have not seen him talk about Hudson effect. Yeah, he is funny. Yeah, he's pretty hilarious. So that's another tell. If someone's pretty funny, they're probably disinfo agent, unless they got like my kind of humor, which is all over the place, which is some people find funny, some annoyed. Alright, anyways, so I watch this stuff and also go to a Telegram. MES Telegram. I just want to see the best one. Where's the best one that we can see? Grifter Extraordinaire. So he's on another big one. So basically, he gets on like every single platform ever known to man. Okay, and also one of my live stream and just started clowning me. He says, why are you interviewing a mentally ill liar LARPing? This kid isn't even old enough to have made the videos. They're from 10 years ago. And then he also says, only a moron who thinks 9/11 was holographic planes would believe this this guy. Anyway, so he's trashing me, and I said, Ashton, stop roasting us. Ashton Forbes. Anyways, he blocked me after, I agreed to, like, interview him. Like, yeah, I'll debate you on an interview, on a live stream. And he just blocked me. But anyways, I'll admit, your kind of humor, yeah, my kind of humor is, yeah, my humor is pretty funny, but it's like, I tell you I'm funny. He's not trying to be funny, but he's just absolutely hilarious. He's like, anyways, speaking of humor, this is in my soccer game. I almost scored a goal, but this guy blocked it. But look, I have 5 guys on me. This guy's not. This guy's completely open. And then, and basically, here's the quote. Let's see the quote. So, never pass up an opportunity to score in the final. Wayne Gretzky's next door neighbor's nephew. # soccer. Okay, let's go. Anyways, so I went over that part. Okay, I have this still live. Anybody post on here, I go and upvote. Let's see what happened here. Every block lowers your social credit score. Okay, this guy, this person right here, Big Whale, upvoted my math video. $2.23. Let's go. So I get half of that. So again, make an infinite more. Oh, Inventor 3, I'm at work. Not much time. Hope you're going to cover Boyd Bushman. He showed opposing magnets fall slower. Oh, slower or faster? Okay, interesting. Those acoustic vibrations pretty cool. Inventor 3, epic video there. Thanks for the shout out in your video, guys. If you haven't seen Inventor 3, and also I message you if you have any info on that steel bar, if it is stainless steel or whatnot. So guys, if you haven't seen this already, watch this this video by Inventor 3. He goes over John Hutchison is a real or fake. Well, it's 100% real, and he goes over it. And also I'm gonna also cover those samples he did. So I have a video that's in the works right now. It's pretty much done. I can show you the video. I'm gonna show it later, but I have the video. I'm gonna upload it probably later today, and I include your samples in this. So I include your handling of the samples. So if you guys have seen my Hutchison effect videos, and yeah, we'll go over the Boyd Bushman stuff soon. But I just want to go over this because I also going over this too. Because you're in the show. Again, guys, if you haven't seen this, definitely watch it. It's worth all 1 hour 48 minutes. You'll learn a whole bunch of stuff. They also at the end has ingredients of how to make the free energy power cells that John Hutchison made, and the kind of wattage and volts you make. Yeah, and also the minerals and all that. And also at the end he has designs for a UFO. He has a flying saucer. Anyways, so pretty epic. And so what fascinated me was he literally has these samples. And also Inventor 3, did you buy these off John or did he give it to you? Because it looks like you're good friends with him. And also so you guys, to show you this guy's real deal. And also if you want to join my live stream on April 5th, let me know. So April 5th, possibly Inventor 3. This guy's on there. There's a chance if he's free, he can go in there. But I wanted to show Hutchison here because they actually visited his lab. So John and Nancy visit Inventor 3's laboratory. This was in how many years? 13 years ago. Okay, absolutely epic stuff here. And also Inventor 3 has some free energy devices that he's made, so I want to see if he can demonstrate that on the stream. That'd be epic. So this is his lab. It's a giant tent there. And then you also have, there's John Hutchison visiting his lab, visiting Inventor 3's lab. Or Paul, yeah, so John and Paul, okay.
My name is John Hutchison, by the way. I was just walking down the street, saw the tent and walked by the stomach and walked in. It's St. Paul's.
Oh, did they just visit randomly, or do you guys live nearby, or was he just joking?
And I met you, Inventor 3.
Okay, yeah, I think that's how you just met him then.
Slowly make its way down.
Nice that display case there.
Oh, let's take a look.
Hey, where's Nancy here?
Why don't you tell us a little bit about...
I know who this...
Interesting, St. Paul there. Okay. And where's Nancy? Nancy's somewhere in there as well. Where did she go? I just wanted to get a footage of Nancy as well. Okay, there's someone else. Where in the world to go? I'll let you know by April 5th. Yeah, it's gonna be epic. Epic. Join the stream, baby. Yeah, there's Nancy. So Nancy's also in there. 13 years ago.
Something's going on in here.
Anyways, guys, you can go see this video as well. Absolutely fascinating. I'm gonna save this. And what I'll also do is, I'm gonna go right here, and again, you post stuff here. I'm gonna go summarize, summarize. So this will be on the, this will summarize and put on the Hive blockchain. Again, easy for the AI. Nancy's camera lady. Oh yeah, but she was shown as well inside at the beginning. Anyways, so what's fascinating is he has these samples. Okay, he has, this one is from my iron block, or solid, not iron block, the solid, this is a steel one. So he literally has this sample. The one that, yeah, so he literally has this one. Watch how long it takes the magnet to fall through the tube. Yeah, we know that one, yeah, that's through the copper one, but I want to see if it falls, the opposing one. Yeah, he's in the chat, guys. Inventor 3 is literally in the chat. Epic stuff. And what I want to show is, so I'm going to just open up right here. So he literally has this...
Hutchison has been dabbling with...
Yeah, he literally has this solid block, or solid, it has the bottom piece of this one. Yeah, so he literally has this one right here. The and I'm just going fast forwarding 16x speed. Yeah, so he literally has that block. That's absolutely fascinating. Again, this is like irrefutable metal or over LA like that. Okay, I'm just gonna go over. So he has this part right here, and he also has the other famous one. The other famous one right here. And again, guys, subscribe to his channel. He also has this one right here. The famous one, this one here, the famous one that's wobbling in the Hutchison effect. And so the next video I have prepared, and then we'll go over to the Boyd Bushman stuff. I just want to go show this because this is again, Inventor 3 is in the show, and here's a preview of the video I have uploaded. I'm gonna upload later today. Paul W. Mueller from the. So again, I put there. So he has this one. That's from this one here. And there's me talking at Inventor 3 YouTube channel. So, jellified solid steel. And I have 200x speed.
Let me show you some of his metal samples real quick. Effects samples here. Oh, that's what else I can tell you. You know, he's had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. He's got...
Yeah, anyways, is this him talking? In that video, you showed the metal samples. I drop opposing magnets to multi-layer tube. Oh, did you do it? I didn't see it. I saw the video. I didn't see any... what time stamp was that? I'll go through that. Okay, I'll go back to, again, I didn't see that part. And also, I included, you mentioned EVO, and then, but then I put this right here. Here's Mr. EVO, and there's, when I was at his house, when I visited John, there's Mr. EVO jumping at a ball. Since dog's name is also EVO. He is a great dog. All right, let's go. Okay, there it is. Okay, and then when's that road trip with Norman and Paul? Okay, so Norman and Paul Loveless are going? Let's go. Okay, I'll go back to the other one. Anyways, so he has this sample from 1988. He literally has this and then 1989 footage. This is absolutely fascinating stuff. Okay, so that video you said you drop it. I'm going to go. Okay, and it also levitates. So he literally has this one, it levitates. And he has the samples. That's another thing with the Hutchinson effect. It's like, it's not just the videos. You actually have to have the samples as well. Okay, and then there's levitating. Okay, so I'll be uploading that probably later today or tomorrow, depending if I have time or not. Anyways, so let's go back here. So you said right after this, you drop it in a tube? I didn't see this. Because I saw the video yesterday. I'm gonna click on like the full video. And also I put the links in here. I'm gonna go right here, show transcript. I think you said tube. Did you mention tube? Okay, okay, this one, even, I think it was a copper tube turning, no. I didn't see magnet, did he say magnet? Okay, I didn't see it, slower? Yeah, I think you may have not shown it. Yeah, I didn't see anything in here. Oh, video where John is at my lab. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so we got to go to the video where John is at his lab. Let's see, John, Nancy, visit Inventors 3. Okay, sorry about that. I haven't had a chance to see this one. I just saw it from that thingy. I'll have to watch this again. I'm gonna go. Let's power through, guys. We're watching this live. The copper tube. Is this opposing magnets? Okay, let's see what he's talking.
Ferrofluid.
Oh, okay, that's epic ferrofluid. I have that too as well. Let's see. Where is? Okay, is it in this one?
You're busy doing things. Ferrofluid,
All
Tesla coils, wires.
Lots and lots of wires.
Somebody's grabbing the camera now. Some filmmaker.
Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, so now Nancy has the camera. Okay, I want to go to the tube. Oh, he's doing it right here. Oh, there's the tube.
Green side here. It's all magnetic viewing paper.
Okay.
So we could actually watch. Let's try this.
This is a basic magnet question. Okay. Super magnet too.
Now, yeah, let me turn it this way. Okay, ready? We're gonna drop this magnet.
Okay, is this a regular magnet? Is that a copper tube? What kind of tube is that?
And 3, 2, 1, drop.
Oh, it's opposing magnets. So is this is not magnetic right here?
Oh.
Oh, it's still going.
You gotta love it.
Oh, so you put the magnetic viewing film on that. It's still falling, but what is the material though? Was it copper?
It's brilliant. You can actually see it slowly make its way down this tube.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
And then, let's see, I even put a mirror down on the ground.
Okay.
It's awfully dirty.
Well, folks, this is really amazing stuff here. Let me see
actually view if I have that at the right angle or not, if you could see up into there. Finally, how long has that been so far?
That's been quite a while.
I think I had it just over 1 minute so far.
Holy, I've never seen something like this. Oh, okay. Okay, so this was a copper one, but I've never seen it go down that slowly. And that's just a regular copper tube, because you could see, here's a magnet in a copper tube. Magnet, copper tube, fall slowly. So, but he's using the opposing magnets. Okay, so this is the, here's the actual speed of a regular one. So here, let's see this, guys. I just want to see, okay, this one right here, magnet. Let's see how this one is. It's
a plastic disc and a neodymium magnet. It's about the same size as the plastic disc. The plastic disc is just a control to show you what should happen under normal circumstances.
Oh,
if
that's
I were to put the
plastic disc,
plastic
okay.
disc into the tube, it would immediately fall through and then to the cup below. Now, if I were to put the neodymium magnet into the aluminum tube, it falls much slower, and eventually falls out the bottom.
Okay, and that's pretty fast, but you're saying a whole minute. The size up will slow down. So have you yeah, this is another part if we can do can you do a control one where you have a regular magnet, see how long it takes? 3 or more layers of tubes inside tubes. Why aren't we doing this science in 6th grade? Yeah, so that's another part I want to do because is compare it, because again, yeah, that's 1 minute. I've never seen something last that long, like go that slowly. Yeah, let's go. Time trial, dropping magnets through copper tube.
Magnets drop rather fast during free fall, but when dropped through a copper tube, they basically fall in slow motion.
So let's see
While
how
messing around, I realized I could finally answer one of life's biggest questions. What's the optimal number of these sized magnets to get the slowest fall through this tube? You see, dropping a single magnet results in a time of 1.73 seconds, and dropping 2 magnets increases this time to 2.86.
Oh, so more
However,
magnets.
dropping 45 magnets was even faster than dropping a single one. So I proceeded to do hours of backbreaking work.
Wait, that was interesting. Listen to what he said.
2.86. However, dropping 45 magnets was even faster than dropping a single one.
So 45 magnets faster than 1 magnet.
So I proceeded to do hours of backbreaking work to finally get the necessary data. And here's what it looked like. It turns out the optimal was 5 stacked magnets, and it took 5.71 seconds to fall.
Okay, so 5 stacked magnets. He basically fell in 5 seconds from there to there, but he went a whole minute using opposing magnets. No, that's fascinating. What the results mean? Yeah, so anyways, that's like what he meant is he's taking the Boyd-Bushman experiment, which I'll go over soon. So if you have a magnet, let's say that my thumb is the North Pole, and then you have another magnet, North Pole. He's putting them together and locking them up. Did he like glue them on together? And those go down much slower in this one here. This is according to the eddy currents or mumbo jumbo. Here's science behind. Let's go science. Okay, why? This is just a regular magnet. I've never seen or even thought about using opposing ones. That's absolutely fascinating. I will literally do that. I just need to get a copper tube. I'll get a giant one. Let's go Lenz's law explained. Here, let's see. This is a short one. Probably won't get.
Lenz's law is like a rule that helps us understand what happens when a magnetic field changes near a coil of wire.
I hate the sound there. Quantum locking. Yeah, quantum locking mumbo jumbo. Yeah, basically, there's like eddy currents on the side there. Because again, when you move a magnet near a copper wire, you generate electricity, and that slows it down, taking the energy from the magnet.
For example, if you drop a magnet down a copper tube, something interesting happens. As the magnet falls, it creates a changing magnetic field inside the tube, which induces currents in the copper. These currents create magnetic fields that push against the magnet, making it fall much more slowly.
Okay, yeah, but I do want to show another part is giant magnet falling on copper plate. So if you have a giant magnet falling on it, you can also stop it here. This is what's pretty cool. There's a video that shows a lot of on this. So this one's pretty cool. I think it has a bigger. I don't know why it's all these like little shorts.
Why does this happen? Well, copper is not magnetic. However, the strong magnetic field from the magnet causes electrons on the surface of the copper cylinder to rearrange themselves. The electrons begin to rotate in a circular pattern, creating resistance to the magnet. The stronger the magnet, the stronger the resistive field in the electrons. As a result, the resistance is so high that the magnet stops on a dime.
Okay, anyways, everybody's saying mumbo jumbo here, gravity defying stuff here. Anyways, so yes, the eddy currents creating opposing. Again, that's all theory and so on. I like seeing practical stuff. So the question is, because I've never seen that ever before, I'm going to go opposing magnets in copper pipe. Again, that's absolutely fascinating. It's like you literally have like advanced. Nobody else has done it online ever. All right, I cannot believe nobody's done it. Magnet and copper tube. Okay, so again, you've literally done groundbreaking stuff, and that'll be my next experiment, guys. Don't worry about it. I just need to get a giant copper. Okay, so and again, this also is semi confirmation of Boyd-Bushman's experiment. So that's fascinating. We'll get over Boyd-Bushman's soon. Okay, I'm gonna open up some stuff. So here's Boyd-Bushman. Look up Boyd-Bushman dropping opposing magnets from a tower. With I could say I will have to continue watching after work. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, thanks for that. Anyways, I'm opening up right now. So this one goes over the Boyd-Bushman experiment, but this website, which is a really good one, it shows up all of his work and stuff on here. It's not live anymore. So you have to literally go to the archive. So guys, you can go right here. And anyways, Inventor 3, you definitely need to be on the show April 5th. Let me know. Otherwise, we'll go change the date to a different date or time. University of Israel has a video demonstrating quantum locking grab. Yeah, I've seen that. Gold, sapphire, and gold creating mini flying saucer. Yeah, I've seen that. It's pretty epic. But like, what I'm interested is mainly interested in the most one is like gravity. Get that gravity adjusted and new game. Anyways, so Boyd Bushman right here, anti-gravity at Los Alamos. So he literally has paperwork right here. The opposing magnetic assembly fell at a slower. Okay, so that's slower speed. Okay, I gotta update. My thingy right here. Do opposing magnets fall slower? Okay, I need to update the description. Anyways, I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna go live. A magnet will levitate over fast spinning tubes over 6,000 RPMs. I will let you know about the fifth. Interesting. Fast moving tubes. Okay, yeah, it sounds good. Epic stuff. No, yeah, again, you're like our John Hutchison right now. Yeah, you're John Hutchison. A bit more vocabulary. It's easier to understand. John is like, you gotta decipher it with AI. Anyways, I'm gonna go update this one right here. The opposing magnets fall slower. I'm gonna go put this slower than gravity. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And I'm gonna update this right here. Yeah, this is some fascinating stuff, guys. We're in another dimension right now. Fall slower than gravity. Okay, guys. Again, we're talking anti-gravity stuff with an actual anti-gravity scientist. Okay, this was also Los Alamos' paperwork from him, and they literally certified that his paper, it did go slower. That opposing magnetic assembly fell at a slower speed than its weight counterpart inside the 4-story windlass atrium of building 500. Man, what? It's like nothing's just working properly. Okay. Yeah, again, this guy's website. I knew about this website because before, I think he may have commented on my videos and so on. Okay, so I have no idea what just happened, guys. We are lost. I'm gonna click this again, and then. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna open up this image. So this is an actual, again, certified rethinking Galileo. The opposing magnetic assembly fell at a slower speed than its same weight counterpart. Inside the 4-story windlass atrium of building 500, a drop test was conducted from a height of 59 feet. The location was in White Settlement, Texas. White Settlement, Texas. What kind of name is that? And the time was 12:20 p.m. 2 items were simultaneously released to freefall. Each assembly was 59 grams, I think. Or 50 grams. One contained magnetic weights, while the other contained opposing magnets. Okay, so, one contained metallic weights, other one just opposing magnets. Epic stuff. Okay, and then if you go read the full thing here, so Boyd Bushman, and this was included right here in the Leaning Tower Pizza one. The Hutchison. I'm gonna go to Hutchison effect playlist right here. Whoops. Okay, and there's another one that Bruce De Palma said if you spin a spinning ball moves faster in air than a non-spinning ball. So that was so it has like more inertia or something like that. Anyways, so going back here, this was in the Lane Smitha one, the Skunk Works. So if you go to the Skunk Works one, right here. Okay, I'm gonna close some stuff. This is again, this is absolutely fascinating stuff here. I'm gonna put a link to this as well, guys. Check out his channel, subscribe to his channel, and we'll take over the game. Okay, I'm gonna go to the Boyd Bushman. Somewhere in here I mentioned. Anyways, people messaging. Okay, Boyd.
Get it ready. Here we go.
Talk about publications that there is an anti-gravity.
Okay, this is Boyd Bushman talking about anti-gravity. I just don't want to get a copyright from these guys. I have to deal with the copyright. It's still like running in here. It's still like in dispute. But anyways.
I went back to some of the first work on gravity done by Galileo, and he climbed his Leaning Tower of Pisa and dropped 2 stones. They arrived at the ground at the same time. I climbed my Leaning Tower of Building 500 here at the company, and I dropped my 2 weights that were exactly the same weight, and they did not arrive at the ground at the same time. I had purposely placed opposing magnets that didn't like each other, like two norths together. And I had already done an iron filing test that showed that it was showering out an entire magnetic plane. And I wanted to see how that magnetic plane interfaced with gravity.
He showed me a film of extraordinary experiments that had been done in Canada.
And then he showed the John Hutchison anti-gravity ones. Okay, so again, that's absolutely fascinating. So that's Boyd Bushman. He literally has a certificate from Los Alamos saying that they witnessed it. So Boyd Bushman was born in. I'm gonna read his story here. This is pretty epic. The text is huge, which is good. I'm gonna increase my desk to stand. Okay, guys, this is absolutely amazing stuff. Again, thank you to Paul W. Mueller for the insights. I'm gonna go this up. Does north and north, south, south drop the same spot? That's a good question. Definitely need to check that out. Again, these are the experiments we gotta do. But the main one now we can do the copper one, the copper tube. When again, someone asked if the copper wire and tube of copper. I'm assuming that one of them has like it's more directed to go one direction as opposed to the copper tube. It can go anywhere. So we can ask Grok as well. And I also found I've tested out all the AIs. I'm pretty sure Grok is the best one. Yeah. So again, Grok is so far my go-to. But then I'll be using the Hive one once that goes out, just because it supports the blockchain and you earn it. And again, I think I summarized. And it's summarized right here. AI summaries on this discovering innovations, walk with John Hutchison, and so on. Again, when you feed the AI, this goes on the blockchain. This is all going to be open source. Everyone can easily use it for their AI. AI will be only as good as the data that you give it. So when you have data like this, like an actual John Hutchison videos, all described with the falling experiment. So when you ask AI, hey, does the magnets fall slower or faster? It will tell you the truth as opposed to whatever mainstream Wikipedia nonsense says. All right, ask Grok where's the billion Chinese disappeared? What? Was Paul Mueller the guy who uploaded the video on YouTube? Yeah, that was him. The real deal. Being the real deal. Yeah, that was him. I went over the video. And also, I saw your comment there. You asked something. We'll go to this first, and we'll go to your comment. You asked about the John Hutchison's house in Vancouver. It was 9/11. I posted that a year or two ago. Okay, what's the difference between a cold wire and a tube of copper? Yeah, cold wire and coop differ in their structure, purpose, and physical properties, even though both can be made of copper. Here's a breakdown. Is a single continuous strand of copper or another metal that has been wound in spiral or helix shape. Tube of copper is a whole any purpose. Cold water commonly used in electrical appliances such as inductors. Typically used for plumbing, refrigeration, heat exchange, or just say what's the main difference? Might be found a solenoid. Okay, what's the main? Let's say scientific difference? Do electrons flow in a more directed way in wire vs tube? 100% matches the guy's story. The flying saucer is what's seen in one of the footages. Newton, we have a problem. Vacuum space with Newton's third law. Don't get propulsion thrust movement. What in the world's guy talking about? Newton's third law, the action and reaction. No, yeah, you can. You can just put yourself. You can do that in many ways. You can literally sit on a spinning disc. No, I mean, just sit on a spinning chair and just throw a ball. You're gonna turn this way. I didn't know you existed until you interviewed Bob Greene or John Hutchison. Okay, let's go, Tammy. Yes, epic stuff here. Thank you. Yeah, so that's the good thing you caught on to the MES. Let's go. Okay. Okay, it says electrons don't flow in it. A solid wire conducts primarily near its outer layer, but the entire bulk contributes slightly. A hollow tube behaves similarly, but with electrons flowing in the walls. But the hollow cylinder doesn't detract much since it would be conducted at high frequency. Anyways, it tells you right here a bunch of stuff. Electron flow. Electrons still flow through the copper material, but only in the walls of the tube. So only in the walls of the tube. The hollow center doesn't... Okay, anyways, this one, electron flow in a solid wire. Electrons move through the entire cross-sectional area of the copper. The flow is relatively uniform and directed along the wire's length. So let's just see the conclusion. Electrons don't flow, quote, more directed in the wire versus tube. The directionality is the same, dictated by the electric field. So it goes where the electric field's going. This key scientific distinction is that a solid copper wire offers a larger, more continuous path for electron flow. Again, so just, yeah, bigger path. While tube's hollow design, this one, solid copper wire offers a larger, more continuous path for electron flow. Again, that's pretty much what I said. While a tube's hollow design limits the conductive areas to its walls, affecting resistance and efficiency. Offers a larger, more... Okay, basically, in a wire, it goes through the whole wire. But in a copper tube, it only goes through the outside. So it only goes on the edges. So it doesn't actually go in the center of the... in like the thick copper tube. Anyways, you could read this for more, or ask Grok for more mumbo jumbos. Okay, I'll say this again. Simplify this like... I'm a noob. I just please simplify this. Imagine electrons as tiny cars driving through copper to carry electricity. Both a coiled wire and a copper tube can be like these little cars, but here's the difference. Coiled wire, picture a solid rod made of copper, so solid rod, like a thick rope twisted in a spiral. Electron cars drive across the whole road using all the space. More space equals more cars move more easily, so electricity flows really well. So basically, electricity flows better in a copper wire. Copper tube. Now picture a hollow pipe like a straw made of copper. The electron cars can only drive on the walls of the straw. So it goes, yeah, in like a half pipe or a full pipe. Not the empty middle. Less space equals fewer cars can move at once. So so electricity doesn't flow as well compared to the whole solid road. Only drive on the walls. Okay, now a hollow pipe, not the empty middle. Can drive across the whole road using all the space. Like a thick rope twisted in a spiral. Okay, yeah, so it's a thick rope twisted in a spiral, and it all goes around the edges. Interesting. Yeah, so basically, you can only go on the edges of both of them, but this one is super, super thin, so you can go drive around it. Anyways, good enough, guys. Good enough for me. Basically, the whole thing is you have smaller, so you have more electrons going here, but then if you have a tube, you can only go on the edges, and go all over the place. Wherever the electric field is pushing, and other mumbo jumbos. Anyways, guys, let's go back into the stuff right here. And yeah, before we go to that stuff, so this is a comment from Tammy. I just haven't had a chance to, let's see, I have a million comments. Said something here. Okay, this was, I think, Inventor 3. I commented here, initially it was unlisted. I didn't realize why. And then, oh yeah, there's one here. Tammy says, did you notice that timestamp 4942, John Hutchinson's address says 911 Dublin? Yeah, so I actually noticed that. Again, MES duality, if you haven't heard about it. Everything, life matches everything. So 911 is the big one. Where's the address? Right here. Yeah, 911, yeah, it says 911 Dublin Street right there. And you just call it the Sorcerer's Apprentice. That's what the paper's calling John. And if you go right here, 911 Dublin. So I posted this before I met John. This is, I posted last year, January 26, 2024. And here's a photo of it. John Hutchinson's new Westminster, BC, Canada home in 1992. Literally had 911 in the address. And there's a CIA letter. This is this was the address. Now it's 920 now. Oh, no, that's 911. No, it's 921. It says probably in one of them. I think that's the wrong house. So why did they give me this one? It used to be, okay, anyways. It might be one of the neighbors' ones or the one behind it. So anyways, it's somewhere around there. I gotta update that. And it was right here. I live actually here. So I live really close to this guy. Back in the day, it would have been close. Anyways, Mr. John Hutchinson, 911 Dublin Street. Dear Hutchinson, this is in response to a recent letter in which you mentioned not having received a response from your inquiry to Central Intelligence Agency. So he's messaging the Central Intelligence Agency. And he says, checking with my counterpart at CIA, I was informed that your request was received, processed, and a response was being prepared. Perhaps you've already received your response. Concerning your problem with the Defense Technical Information Center, I'm afraid I'm unable to help. And I think he was trying to obtain his documents / or the videos that they were taking. I think something like that. The ones that they classified that he did experiments for the government. I'm afraid I'm unable to help that. Rules and procedures constantly change throughout the government, and you may indeed have to go through the Canadian Embassy to get the documents you want. So he wanted documents and so on. And again, they go get him to do work for them and then just run away. Oh, gets me nervous. Maybe get iron. Okay, iron reacts anyways. These NaH are like that. Okay, anyways, let's go back here. Yeah, so CIA is all over the place. And also, if you go through this guy's video, Yeah, so Paul's video, again, he goes through a bunch of documents. But what's also, he gives you the plans of how to make a UFO, and these are power cells. My other power cells tells you how much watts it was getting, and how much, yeah, so much power you're getting out there. And also talking about DARPA was doing similar stuff. And it also has the drawings here, how to make them. And basically, he had some engineering shop make these little tiny wafers, super thin. That was before he did the grinding all them up. And then basically, what you do is you melt them up, and then you would, as they're drying up, you apply high voltage, and then supposedly it keeps the memory of the high voltage, and then you get some free energy out of there. So it keeps producing a voltage nonstop. And again, he tells you all here, gold catalyst, electrolyte, wax, germanium, gallium. Apparently, the big one is titanium. No, titanium, or whatever that's called. Something titanium. I forgot what it was called. Oh, barium titanate. Yeah, barium titanate is a big one. It also goes over the other weird, odd pink stuff here. Anyways, go over here if you have some technical know-how. Copy it. Try to just replicate it. Whatever you can replicate. And also, he also goes over the final one, the UFO design. So here's the UFO design, what you need. and if you go slowly and pause it, you could read what he's writing there. Let's go back to the UFO design. Tells you right here, voltage divider, main order, 1000 HP, 2000 RPM, DC electricity, and tells you each one here. And I forgot how they came across this, but I think it was like a team of him, John Hutchison, some other people, trying to make a UFO experimental design here. Thick acrylic electronic power system and transparent design. Anyways, so if you want to make a UFO, go to that. Anyways, I'm gonna close that. I'll close this. Okay, and stay tuned for another evening. Has MES explained why 2 + 2 is 5 yet? Yeah, that's true. 2 + 2 is 5, but it may not be always 5. Because Attila has a good comment earlier. He wrote, I really don't understand how you mathematicians can do this. Sometimes they get 5 when I put 2 and 2 together. Interesting. Yeah, I think you've cracked the mathematical code. All right, see, nobody on the threadcast yet. It's all good. I was late, Norman, not sure. Okay, so I'm going to go, what do I have open? Okay, the Boyd Bushman. Okay, so from an earlier age, and unless you guys have questions, I'm going to go over the Boyd Bushman and so on. Boyd Bushman, again, there's an actual paper here saying that this is from Los Alamos. LMTAS, I think that's pretty much Los Alamos memorandum saying that they, signed off that he actually did the drop test. So Boyd Bushman was born July 20th, 1936 in Globe, Arizona, to Mitchell and Glenda Porter Bushman. He was raised in Show Low, Arizona, and graduated from Snowflake Union High School. Okay, so no wonder there's a bunch of snowflakes now, and the kids are a bunch of snowflakes. They're born in Snowflake High School. Anyways, his earlier interest in science was nurtured by his mother Glenda, George A. Smith, and David A. Butler. He received a Bachelor of Science degree from Brigham University, majoring in both math and physics. Getting some nonsense messages. Yeah, why am I getting a bunch of messages? Oh, I'm just gonna mute this. There's no phone. Can't do anything when it's closed. Okay. Alright, we got that. Anyways. Okay, his earlier interest in science was nurtured by those received Bachelor of Science from Brigham Young University. Interesting. The same place where Stephen E. Jones went to. Majoring in both math and physics, Boyd also earned an MBA from University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. Blessed curiosity, keen eye. Anyways, I'm just going to scroll down to the part where it's the interesting one. But again, this is archived one. This website's gone now. Yeah, that's why you also have to put on the Hive blockchain, guys. Again, archive.org might go down. You might lose this. And then go back here. Anyways, so he had a patent right here. Also, July 27, 1989. He had a patent. And he has a bunch of magnets right here. So you have a south, 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 all connected together. And I think he screwed them on together. And then he's applying a voltage right here to it, or another coil, and then doing some magic stuff. Apparatus and method for amplifying a magnetic beam. Interesting. No, this is a magnetic beam. So you added all these stuff together. Now you have a giant magnetic directed energy weapon. Mormons make natural CIA jerks. Interesting. Well, yeah. Mormons are good at keeping secrets. Again, it's like Freemasonry and all this jazz. Okay. And then original assignee, Lockheed Martin Corporation, inventors, Boyd Bushman. So an apparatus, a method for creating a magnetic beam where a focused magnet assembly is comprised of a first opposing magnetic pair and a second opposing magnetic pair disposed in a focusing plane. Each magnet of the respective have like poles directed towards a geometric center. And then let's say a like pole, and then what else happens? This beam is a magnetic monopole which emits pulses, levitates, degausses, stops electronics, and separates materials. What in the world did he just say right here? From Lockheed Martin patent. Okay, he's literally writing so a like pole of an unopposed magnet can be directed down alignment from one side of the focusing magnet assembly to produce a single magnetic beam extending generally perpendicular from the opposing one. Anyways, so he's saying this setup right here. You have this magnet, and then connected over here, and I think this is to measure it. You can if you have all these opposing magnets together, you can levitate. This beam is a magnetic monopole which emits pulses, levitates, degasses, stops electronics, and separates material. Okay, let's go. A magnetic monopole is discovered by LCN scientists. There's an article about magnetic monopoles having just one pole, or behaving like one pole. Okay, and then anyways, going go further. Video about amazing properties of complex magnetic fields. Does this video work? Does this video work? Okay, video's gone now. Oh, it does work.
Oh boy. Got some new types of magnets.
I think I've seen this guy. This guy has like super powerful pyramid magnets.
What this is the viewing films come from KJ Magnetics. These middle.
I think they're just doing like weird magnetic stuff. Okay, yeah. So if you look carefully, he has like magnetic in north poles as a wave pattern there, so you can do a bunch of weird magnetic shapes inside. It's not just a north pole.
Into having this being north and this being south, it has pinpricks of magnetism on it in a grid.
Okay, yes. If you see, it's a bit hard to see, but he has literally like dots of magnetic north all over. Okay. Anyways, that's some interesting stuff. I just want to go. He talked about the Boyd-Bushman. The Boyd-Bushman effect. So the Boyd-Bushman effect in 2003 interview with David Sarita, Boyd-Bushman claims that if you take two magnets and lock them together with opposing magnetic poles inversely aligned, that the opposing magnetic forces affect Earth's gravity field such that the object will fall slower than if the poles were aligned. So again, this one, even if it's slower, probably you need like a really tall building to test it out. But the big one was that Paul Wheeler literally showed that if you put in a copper pipe, it's literally like way slower than a regular magnet. So that's going to be an absolutely epic experiment, and I need to replicate that ASAP. So in the interview, Bushman even provides a framework of 500 drop experiments conducted from a height of 59 feet at a location in Texas on December 12, 1985. As you can see on the above photo, the document is not very clear. The words antigravity are visible in the top left, as well as the word at LMTS. Oh no, it's at Lockheed. So it's not Los Alamos. At the Lockheed Martin Tactical Aircraft Systems. Interesting. It was not Los Alamos. It looked like Los Alamos. So it's actually at the Lockheed Martin Tactical Aircraft Systems, where Boyd-Bushman claims experiments were conducted in 2009. William Alec conducted a magnetic drop experiment where he claimed to have positively replicated Boyd's findings, although he received criticism for conducting only one test and releasing the objects by hand rather than with a trapdoor mechanism. All in all, I agree that much more thorough testing needs to be done to eliminate all sorts of error from experiments. As a senior research scientist at Lockheed Martin, Boyd-Bushman reveals a defense contractor, Lockheed Martin, had researched anti-gravity technology, specifically gravity manipulation by means of a magnetic field. And he shows that he experimented at Lockheed Martin's Fort Worth, Texas facilities, proving that magnetic fields affect the gravitational field. And because of that, bodies don't fall with the same acceleration, a result different from the classical experiments made by Galileo with no magnetic fields. Let's see this video still live, the Boyd-Bushman gravitational one. Does this work? Let's just play this. Okay, it is working. Okay, I'm gonna close this. It is. I think it's working. Okay, click. See if it opens on YouTube. Just open on YouTube, not the other links. My goodness. Okay, I'm gonna close this. Let's see. Okay, it is. Okay, it is working.
Another EIVA matchup for the Crimson men's volleyball.
What in the world? Why is it going to Freemason, George Mason, whatever? Men's volleyball sweeps George Mason. Why would it go to that link? What is going on here? Okay, share. Not this freaking link. My goodness. Okay, we are in the Matrix, guys. Something's going on. And if I erase this, there it is.
Between both of them, and I put a brass bolt and I tightened them down, forcing them together. And then I put them together in a thing that looks kind of like a rock. Okay, and then I got another one that didn't have magnets in it. And Galileo, in all his endeavors, he went up to the Leaning Tower of Pisa
And dropped the...
and he dropped a big rock and a small rock. And his buddy down at the bottom kept telling him that the large rock and a small rock arrived at the same time.
Okay.
That's gravity equivalent and cancel out
There's David Serratus holding the paper. It says antigravity from Lockheed Martin. It says it's achieved.
the effects of gravity to a certain percentage. And he did a building 500.
I'm gonna scrub this guy. Somebody can do it home with an extra 8,000. 8,000 not being used. $8,000. Why do you need that so much? Okay, replication of Boyd's experiment. So let's see what he does. Right here. Okay, so he has epoxy weld, neodymium magnet, right here, and neodymium magnet right there. And let's see, anti-gravity energy. Okay, and then he locks them all up. There's a neodymium magnet inside there. Okay, and then basically he would see this north. So then he has it. I think he glued it on and then kind of forced it in. There's the north, south. Yeah, so the epoxy. So he basically used epoxy glue, stuck them together. And there's ordinary rock. Let's go fast forward. So neodymium magnets in attractive configuration. So now you have normal magnets, ordinary rock, and now you have north, and then you also need a south, yeah. And then he drops it from here, from 8.9 meters. The rocks were dropped. Location at the Sedona Creative Life Center. And there's a chapel. Okay, drop test 1, blue rock, ordinary rock.
1, 2, 3.
And he's using his hand. Let's see. Okay, so it's dropped or released simultaneously. So one is going slower, but it looks like it's the same speed afterwards. Yeah, but the thing is, it looks like it's going the same speed, like at a certain point. So something's going on. Blue rock, ordinary rock, opposing magnets. Red rock is opposing magnets.
1, 2, 3.
Both rocks are released simultaneously. Man, it's like, what kind of quality is this? Okay. I can't even see it. Okay, there it is. Okay, one of them is saying it's going slower. Okay, so but it's not that much slower. That's the thing. That's the thing where your skeptics will be like, well, what's going on? The stone with opposing fell slower than the ordinary control. Okay, this is attractive magnets. See, the magnets attracted basically cancel out. And they're like the same thing. But again, this is very... And it went a bit faster. Alright. So again, it looks like... Yeah, it looks like it's right. But the biggest confirmation is literally Paul Wheeler's demonstration. Using in a copper pipe. And again, someone... I think, Eric, you mentioned gravity and magnetism are the same. Yeah, I firmly believe that. You can also see Fractal Woman's channel. So if you go to Fractal Woman right here... And then you write gravity. So she has a very simple demonstration right here. Why does gravity only attract? So these are all tiny magnets. So they're all tiny magnets. So she explains if you have all tiny magnets right here.
Why doesn't it repel if magnetism and gravity are for all intents?
Anyways. So here's a magnet. So opposite poles attract.
When they are hanging on strings.
Opposite poles attract, and if you flip them, they repel.
And left to their own devices, they will always attract.
Well, yeah, this opposite ones attract. Yeah, yeah. Opposite.
So, in my opinion, nature favors attraction.
Yeah. So opposite poles attract, and I think opposing fields. Yeah, opposing magnets. Okay, I didn't write opposing magnetic fields. Anyways, opposing magnets that have different, basically opposite And you're basically one of them is south. Yeah, basically it's opposing, but they have the same polarity. So north and north together, that's opposing. South to south, and then. But anyways, so what she's saying is very simple. If you have a ball of magnets,
gravitational body.
if you have a ball of magnets, put them all together, and then they attract any other magnet. So you can't have if you have a ball of magnets because they have magnetic fields. It's all over the place. And then if you have another ball of magnets, they just attract.
To this object, and it attracts.
So in other words, a ball of magnets is just gravity. So gravity is just many magnets together.
Doesn't repel. Nature favors attraction. Let's do that again. Here's a tiny little clump of incoherent magnetism. It's a bunch of magnets, a bunch of atoms, let's say, that are clumped together, and they're clumping together and they're not repelling each other even though magnets repel. Okay, let's bring it close, and it sticks.
So basically, gravity is incoherent magnetism. Magnetism is just coherent gravity. Okay, anyways, Boyd Bushman gravitational magnet drop replication from 7 meters. Okay, that person was doing that, and then somebody else is, I think somebody else was doing something. Did someone do a copper pipe yet? Okay, this one's glue that in. There's other people doing that. So every time they do it, it's always a bit slower. Okay, then what? This guy's film. Anyways, I just want to go through this, but yeah, so they are saying that it's legit. But again, it's not that big of a difference, and but it still shows you next level stuff. And also, if you go to Bruce De Palma, I'm gonna say this as well. Let's go to spinning faster. So now, what he also found was the dropping of the spinning ball experiment. So what he did was, so again, he writes up a whole lot right here. Okay, understanding spinning ball experiment. So one of the first experiments he did was to design to detect if there's any difference in gravitational effect on a rotating object versus a non-rotating object. So the idea was actually initiated by a student of De Palma's, and go back to the faster. Why isn't it just like zoom in where my highlighted word is? Yeah, he was designed to detect if there was any difference in a gravitational effect on a rotating object versus non-rotating object. The idea was actually initiated by a student of De Palma's, and after an extensive research in the literature, no evidence could be found that the experiment had been performed before. It became an educational exercise to see if this variation on Galileo's big rock versus little rock falling experiments would show any variation in the rate of fall. At this point, De Palma was a senior scientist specializing in photographic sciences, and so with Polaroid Land Corporation and lecturing part-time at MIT. His expertise ranged from high-speed stroboscopic photography, and his mentor was the highly regarded Dr. Harold Edgerton to physics and electrical engineering. All right. With his background, he designed an experiment using two 1-inch diameter ball bearings. Yeah, so 1 inch, basically literally pretty big. One rotating at one not rotating, and one rotating at 18,000 RPM, produced by a hand rotor. The assembly then was given a precisely measured thrust and photographed in the dark with a 60 cycle strobe light, so basically shining light at it. 60 cycles, so you can and then visualizing it and see it move in the dark. All right. And repeating this numerous times and analyzing the parallel trajectories of the ball bearings as a documented photographically did indeed reveal a variation in the gravitational behavior of the rotating ball bearing versus the non-rotating ball bearing. The rotating ball, given the same thrust, went to a higher point in its trajectory, fell faster, and hit the bottom of the trajectory before the non-rotating ball. So basically, a rotating ball, 18,000 RPM, it went higher and fell faster. So it went higher and fell faster and hit the ground all before the other ones did. So it went higher and fell down faster. Everything it did through space was faster than the other one. A second test repeatedly demonstrated a small but significant and clearly perceptible effect with a stationary mechanism designed to drop the ball bearings from a height of only 6 feet. So basically, dropping it was very small. So also just spinning it really fast, dropping it, it's also noticeable, but very small. But launching it, so that's another thing. If you have opposing magnets and launch it through space instead of dropping it, actually throw it. So that's another thing I could actually do actually, because a lot of you may not know, I have a really far throw. I can throw like a rock very, very far, and it's almost the exact same every time. So I could throw in like pretty much a whole soccer field. So think about 100 meters. So I could throw a rock 100 meters. So what I'll do is I'll also do that. I'll get opposing magnets, lock them up, and then just throw them. See if I can throw it. If it goes slower, I should not be able to throw it faster, farther than the other rock, or if it just floats in the air. So that's something I could do. Alright guys, I'll do a MES rock throwing experiment. So after years of reflection on these results, he wrote an evaluation on May 3rd, 1987, calling it Understanding the Dropping of the Spinning Ball Experiment. And then Bruce Palma says, summary of the conclusions: rotating objects falling in a gravitational field are accelerated at a rate greater than g, the commonly accepted rate for non-rotating objects falling in a vacuum. Pendula utilizing bob weights, which are rotating, spin non-sinusoidally with time periods increase with pendula with non-rotating bobs. I've noticed that as well. Basically, they move really weirdly when you have a spinning weight like a gyroscope and then a pendulum. A precessing gyroscope has a measurable anomalous inertial mass greater than its stationary mass. An anomalous field phenomenon has been discovered, the OD field, which confers inertia on its objects when immersed within it. This field is generated by the constrained forces precession of a rotating gyroscope. Generated by the constrained force precession of a rotating gyroscope. And anyways, so this is Bruce Palma's guys. He's on another level, and he made this one in here, and he was about to demonstrate it, and then all of a sudden he gets he dies mysteriously before his presentation, and then the assistant that was in the presentations, they've all found that it didn't work properly, blah blah. So in other words, he dies, and then they couldn't replicate it when he's dead, or they couldn't run it properly. So something definitely happened, and he was also threatened. He was also threatened by NASA. So yes, I have been threatened for my life. The first threat came from Edgar Mitchell, the astronaut who told me that the government has said that there never was any doubt that any machine was a free energy machine they were looking for. And if I tried anything on my own in California, I would have my head blown off. And the CIA warned me via Mitchell that I should not leave the country because I would be kidnapped. This was back in 1980. When these efforts frightened me out of going to Hangover, Germany, for Dr. Nipier's first gravity field energy conference, which is where P. Tiwari brought his enemy machine from India and got the prize for the most clearly observable free energy phenomenon to date. So, and interestingly, he went to Germany. He was going to Germany, and then he got threatened by Edgar Mitchell and the CIA. And what's interesting is John was going to move his equipment to Germany. He is literally going to move his equipment to Germany. And that's when the Canadian government confiscated all his whole lab. And I also talked to someone that was around that or knew of the situation, and confirmed that is actually what happened. So they literally made up a bogus excuse of saying that there was chemicals giving off some PCB mumbo jumbo chemical stuff. But what actually happened was he was planning on immigrating to Germany and moving all his equipment there and testing it, and that's when in 1989, 1990 time, that's when the Canadian government confiscated while he was visiting Germany. So again, very similar to him. And he also knew Bruce De Palma and his brother, I think. So John also knew Bruce De Palma, and he says Bruce De Palma is a real deal. So what's interesting is John says Bruce De Palma is a real deal, but he says John Searle's a scammer. So John Hutchison says John Searle is a scammer, but Bruce De Palma is a real deal. So he's saying this guy's a scammer. Where's the John Searle machine? Yeah. So he's saying this guy here, John Searle, is a scammer. This guy right here, Professor John Searle, and the SEG, the one with those tiny magnets and so on, like this, spinning around. So Searle magnets, magnetics. So he's saying this guy's a scammer, but he's saying this guy's a real deal. So, and this guy's the one dead, and the other one's still people trying to replicate his stuff. So this is an anti-gravity. The dream made real. So with these little magnets, and so again, story of John R. Searle, John Hutchison said he's a scammer, and he does not mince his words. And this guy's a real deal. And this was the first one I believe this guy actually made it. And this one is the first one on Replicate. I know John's friend Alec.
Our next speaker is Bruce De Palma.
So John's friend Alec, he has a lab, and I'm trying to get him to help replicate this one because he has equipment and he just needs the motivation. Got to see Astronauts Gone Wild. Bart Sabrell, he probably do interviews. He'll probably do interviews on these topics. Yeah, for sure. But also, though, I think Bart Sabrell may be pulling a Richard Gage on us. get him to talk about 9/11. He probably will not. So something's up with him. Because again, you don't go on Joe Rogan without having some limited hangout mumbo jumbo. Okay, so that's that. I just want to continue on. See what else we have here. So again, so going slower. And that's the experiment we're gonna do. I will do with a. I'll just bring my little copper thingy here. I'll bring it here. 1 second. All right, I'm back. All right, I'm back here. Okay. So I have this thing here. It's when you drop this is just a magnet inside a copper. I think it's just aluminum. It's not even copper. It's aluminum. Aluminum bar, and it goes down slowly. Wait up. Let's see if I can see this camera. And then I can pick it up right here. So it goes down slowly. But the thing is, this is not opposing magnets. So if I have two magnets and then like lock them together and then drop it. And I'll do an experiment to see if that works. Because the guy, because Paul literally said it takes like a whole minute going down a pipe. A minute. This one's literally just like slightly faster. So again, to be able to drop and grab it. So that's pretty fascinating. Okay, I just want to put this in because this one is magnets super strong. Like bust something up. Oh, okay. Yes, we got that. And what else? Yes, it does look like a control opposition. Especially when you have like big mainstream debunker, like the flat earth debunking channels. So Bart Sabrell. So if you go, this one's very interesting. I posted this one here as a full an hour 23, just because it's a very interesting video debunking Bart Sabrell's claim about the moon landing. So something's up. I think Bart Sabrell is he might be pushing some of the easier to debunk stuff. So there's a full hour one, and if you watch it, it's pretty convincing. It's this guy does the flat earth debunking ones, and it's. Again, if you watch it from unbiased view, it's pretty good. It's pretty clear cut that Bart Sabrell is just making up some stuff. But again, that doesn't mean that moon landing's real or was some fakery to it. But there's definitely a big psyop going on moon landing. But I think advanced tech exists that, assuming there's nothing strange about gravity, it can space. Bart isn't a flat Earth person like me though. Yeah. No, he's not a flat Earth, but it's the flat Earth debunker guy. But he's just debunking Bart Sabrell. This was pretty interesting because I've seen Bart Sabrell's videos. Some of them with the like I've seen the videos that Richard D. Hall and Andrew Johnson when they mention him. But Richard Hall and Andrew Johnson, they're more. They provide better evidence. That was fakery. Bart Sabrell's a bit. Well, at least the stuff that this guy debunked. So it probably mixes in truth versus non-truth. Okay, but again, Edgar Mitchell, literally threatened Bruce De Palma, but he also punched Bart Sabrell. But again, Bart Sabrell, he was pretty much in his face, and so on. And also, Edgar Mitchell is Freemason, so something's going on here. Edgar Mitchell, Freemason. So someone's definitely going on here. Edgar Mitchell, and also, so he's Freemason, and I think he put the Freemason on the moon there. Freemason like flag. Flag. Among the and then even the Scottish Rite Freemasonry, they even talk about amongst the stars Freemason astronauts from Buzz Aldrin to John Glenn, many notable, and so on. Again, 33 degree. Illustrious John Glenn. Okay, so he's got the Mason of Sight. This Buzz Aldrin, the first man on the moon. Buzz Aldrin is Freemason. 33 degree. This guy, another one. Okay, another Freemason, and these guys are all promoting these Edgar Mitchell. Let's go. Okay, he was a member of the D. Malloy. So D. Malloy International. is also Disney, Walt Disney. D. Molloy. He's also a member of the Freemasonry, D. Molloy. Okay, let's go right here. Walt Disney was a member of the Masonic Youth Organization D. Molloy International. Raising a question about his connection to Freemason Reader blog. Anyway, so he's part of the D. Molloy, and you can see whatever. So that's all I need to know. But also, LeBron James. D. Molloy. Freemason. So he has like a D. Molloy tattoo. Let's go. D. Molloy tattoo. Tattoo. Where's the tattoo? Yeah, this one here. He literally has like a tattoo that horse. It's like it's a lion with a man's head. This one's like a bit different. I think it's like it looks like this one here. And this is oh no, this is a Boulay. Never mind, the Boulay. I got it wrong. He's part of the Boulay Freemasonry, and the Boulay one is the one Diddy's part of. And well, you can see his tattoo on his chest. It's literally the part of the the Boulay Foundation Freemasonry. And he also says right here, Saturday I took Pilates class, yoga classes, swimming at auditoriums back home. I can't tell you exactly where it was. It's a secret place. We hold a secret society over there. We don't tell too many people. James played, and again, it's part of this, probably the Boulay, but also Diddy. Diddy Boulay. And he's also part of the Boulay Society. His bodyguard said he was part of the Boulay Society. This one right here.
Do you know Sean Combs?
And then, yeah, so this guy, he was, so what's interesting, this guy here was, one, apparently, allegedly was shooting up the Trump Hotel. And then he was also I think one of the escorts, for Diddy, and for the freak-offs. And also, he says that Diddy's part of a, Boulay Illuminati, mumbo jumbo. Okay, let's see it here. So someone's definitely going up, Illuminati. Yeah. So he says right here, he says that Diddy's part of the Boulay, and Diddy and obviously and LeBron James are friends.
Go ahead. Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boulay. The Boulay is a branch of the Illuminati. Okay. And it's the black people.
Okay.
Yeah.
First thing to talk.
So he says the black people. Okay.
About here, the Boule is a real thing. It is the senior leadership of Sigma Pi Phi fraternity, the oldest postgraduate fraternity founded by and for black men. It was a secret society in its beginning, but now has chapters all over the United States. This is an organization for black professionals already experienced in their careers, and Sean Diddy Combs is sometimes rumored to have been a member of Sigma Pi Phi, but no indication that he is.
Okay, anyways, this guy's it's probably another cover-up artist. Anyways, part of the Boulay, another Freemasonic secret society in my book. And LeBron James has a tattoo on his chest of the Boulay, and then a bunch of secret mumbo jumbo. But again, his escort guy saying he's part of the Illuminati. Okay, the guy that is doing things to Diddy and Diddy's other peeps. Did you catch Lady Gaga on SNL spoofing satanic rituals? Of course, Gaga is a Marina Abramovich follower, and Marina used to live in Columbia County, and why Malcolm Nance and Scott Myers based Marina might. Oh wow, yeah, Marina's still there. Yeah, that's, I have heard about that. Yeah, I try to avoid it. Like I did see it from the Truth Is channel talking about it. She literally did it on like live stuff here. So let's go to X. Lady Gaga. Satan. Yeah, it's definitely next level. Yeah, and look at the hands. Interesting. Notice the hands this guy's pulling off.
Say happy birthday. We at Friendlies would like to say happy birthday to the liar.
Anyways, let's see what happens here. Okay, anyways, now they're doing some satanic there's Lady Gaga eating stuff. But what's interesting is, look at right before. Look what he's doing right there. He's doing the Illuminati hand sign. Let's go. Okay. Yeah. So and again, it's like weird. It reminds me of, if you haven't seen the Saturday live stream when I did the Pizzagate and stuff. When you go to George right here, this one again, you'll get a copyrighted one, but they released it after I appealed. This one here, George Costanza literally talking about picking kids out of a lineup from stuff. So again, if you haven't seen this one. It's absolutely nasty. Let's play a few seconds.
Seinfeld. Yeah. Seinfeld can. Gotta check this out. Now, I found a guy, great guy. Give you a number. He goes over to China. I got my phone. It's on Face. And I'm going, yeah, about a plane. The ship comes up. We thought about a plane. The ones I like, he sets up into this hull of a ship, and the ship comes up. We thought about a plane. The ones I like, down the line, and I'm going, yes, these kids up, right? And he goes down the line, and I'm going, yes, no.
Okay,
yeah.
anyways, talking about kids line up, watch this one, and like, it won't be able to sleep for a while. Yeah, so, again, Lady Gaga went to the retreat with the, and we'll get back to the slime stuff. I'm just we have 34 minutes, then we'll end this, Lady Gaga, Marina. Okay, and anyways, Lady Gaga, Marina, I think Marina's like her handler and goes and makes sure my control, Forest. Okay, yeah. So, Lady Gaga and the Queen Witch, and like, what has Lady Gaga, I mean, what has Marina done to Lady Gaga? Look at her left eye, it's a bit big too, so Marina's like, okay, she has finally achieved level status, and look at the way she holds her, like, this is my new, adopted, mind control pet. And again, this was part of the thing, apparently this is art, she goes nude in the forest and does weird stuff here, and they put a scorpion on her head. Anyways, there's her in the forest putting these weird things on her eyes. There was a big giant thingy there. Okay, now that closed. I do want to search through some of this. It's pretty funny. Woods. Let's go to Marina, forest. I think it was in the forest or woods. Yeah, and then she would do some next level stuff here. Okay, sitting on this, and they also go nude in the forest, and somehow. And there's Jay-Z with Marina. Like, what is going on here? And also Kanye West. Yeah, he's friends with Marina. His wife's friends with Marina. Okay, there's him, and there's a spear cooking. I just want to go to this this one here because we've all seen the spear cooking stuff. So this is like the on-demand entertainment. Okay, there's her in the forest at the Marina Abramovich's resort. Anyways, let's see what else they're doing. Yeah. There's her in a giant crystal. Okay, she's getting absorbing energy. Okay, there's her absorbing using I think electromagnetic. She's getting argon energy. Argon energy. Okay, she's accumulating energy. My goodness, and she's becoming the most powerful witch around. Look at that. Anyways, guys, if you want to go to a resort with Marina Abramovich, and so on. And I think one of the mind-blowing one was the news, like that show, The Young Pope. The Young Pope literally says he was asked who's the best like modern artist, and he's like Marina Abramovich. I'm like, what the? Okay, guys. Anyways, so Marina and Chelsea Handler both showed up as guests in Columbia County at a summer party for one of the Rockefeller-sponsored land conservancy charities. Interesting. Okay, last thing, Marina. We'll go back to some science stuff. So, Marina, grocery. Yeah, this was a photo taken. Someone took it. I think this is Marina Abramovich's grocery shop. And apparently, she's a local at Malden Bridge, New York State. Probably prepping for a spirit cooking dinner. This is rare photos of Marina Abramovich, literally out here getting some spirit cooking stuff. She's getting Chips Ahoy. Interesting. Marina, we're on to you. Alright, Marina Abramovich is absolutely wild. And also, last one, let's go spirit cooking. Spirit cooking. Okay, let's go to spirit cooking dinner. The one that are eating, the person. Yeah, this one right here. There's Lady Gaga spirit cooking. Let's go. Okay, Robert Wilson. Like, what are these people? These aren't even real people. It's like, hey, what did you do today? What did you do on the weekend? I went to a spirit cooking dinner and ate some like fresh blood off a person pretending to be dead. Like, oh wow, I went naked in the woods with Marina, and she gave me a giant crystal and I was hugging it, and I absorbed the energy of the universe. Now I am a super powerful warlock. Anyways, let's go back here. Okay, I'm gonna click some more stuff. I'm opening up whatever was in this folder. I'm gonna open up folder here and then power through, guys. We have 30 minutes. I'm just trying to power through all the questions we had here. So guys, let's see anything interesting here. It tagged me in recently. New footage of the cargo ship So Long Is spur cooking when you throw liquor in your food? Asking for a friend. Oh, that's interesting. It depends on what your food is. If there's a lot of blood too, you also need to throw some blood. Even Marina has to buy toilet paper. That's true. Oh yeah. New footage of the cargo ship Solong that crashed in the oil tanker Stena Immaculate in the North Sea off the East Yorkshire coast. Jet fuel was on board the Stena Immaculate, and the owners of the Solong said it was not carrying sodium cyanide. Okay, interesting. So jet fuel. And this guy says, notice anything interesting? I did notice some weird fuming. I'm gonna play open bigger. Is there sound? There's no sound in here, so I'll make it double speed. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's fuming. Okay, but but anyway, it's fuming, but you have some dark spots there, so it does look like something is burning, as opposed to just fuming. So it could be dark energy ovens, but it could also be just whatever chemicals they have here, because these guys look toasted. All right, that's interesting. What in the world's going on here? Okay, so video has no sound. Okay, they include that there. So that's very, very fascinating. Okay, and a bunch of scammers. My goodness, like what is report post, spam, block. Okay, so that's how we do. Okay, so that's that one. I'll click the next thingy here. Next thingy, let's try to power through. We have 29 minutes. Here. Toilet paper boat hit the jet fuel boat. Yeah, that is true. Toilet paper hit the jet fuel. Okay, someone here. Matt Plasmanet on YouTube is all over his shite with Tesla coils. What's your opinion on him? Chris Canfield. Okay, I'm gonna copy this and let's see what this guy says. Any electrical vehicles on board? Interesting. That's a good question. Okay, so Mad Plasma Assist. He's getting a lot of views though. 10,000 subscribers. Okay, no, actually not. Never mind. It's 10,000. Wireless power receiving systems and introduction. Secret of time and space. Physics rewritten. Okay, this guy's got next level. But again, the way it works is you'll see this popular one, mystery solved, recreating ancient stone welding, supercapacitor tutorial, spark caps, how it works, epic salt water capacitor build, okay, using salt water. But anyways, what's the biggest thing he has? Let's check if he has Hutchison. Okay, no Hutchison. 9/11. So anyways, it doesn't talk about those, so it's like, get on the world-changing stuff. Okay, let's see what else he has in here. Let's see his latest videos. I just wanna, well, I haven't looked at all this, but again, he's rewriting physics. That's pretty cool. But nonetheless, we gotta get something. Water-powered Tesla coil. So again, when I think of electromagnetism and so on, again, I always think of 9/11 Hutchison effect. So like actual, practical, real-life advanced tech, and then direct all efforts towards that. So this one here, you can't just be doing, okay, here's a cool Tesla coil doing whatever. Here's rewriting physics, etc. Yeah, but does your physics include anti-gravity? Let's see, anti-gravity. I need to see some anti-gravity. Okay, no gravity. Not even mention of anti. Like, what in the world are we doing then? Anyways, so my opinion is, I need to see something. I'm a visual person. I don't just go and watch like a bunch of text and so on. The new science, electro Tesla mechanics. Let's see what he has in here. Oh, electro cell. Okay, so he has an electro cell. Let's see if you have a sphere energy thingy. So like, we got to get something practical, not sure if the experiment went right or wrong. Radiant energy, find out. Okay, how a water cooled spark, epic spark. Okay, anyways, we need something. We need something. Big claims. All right, guys. Yeah, I haven't seen his stuff. So, anyways, how often does he post? I'll just subscribe. I'll say I haven't seen his stuff before. We'll subscribe and see what happens. Alright, so anyways, so I'm trying to reply to things. Okay, let's see another one. Inventor 3. Okay, so Inventor 3 samples. Okay, I already have this one here. So this one's pretty cool. So it's free energy from air. Anti-gravity, electrogravitics. Okay, so this is the kind of stuff I want to see. When we're talking about electromagnetic, this is Inventor 3. And he's got John and Nancy Hutchison literally there. And he has a tube. I'm going to go to the opposing magnets. Or Boyd Bushman. Levitating coil experiments. How does he do this one? He's got some levitating. Okay, this guy's the real deal. Okay, Bushman. Okay, this one here, Bushman, electric car, Edison, and he's reading. I think he's reading those out. Anti-gravity effect. Oh yeah, I do want to see something. He discussed something in here. Oh yeah, this one here, and then later in the future I'll be uploading a video on the Hutchison effect. I want to go over to this part. John Hutchison, where's the full video? Okay, we'll go to real, fake. So there's if you watch this whole thingy, he kind of glances over a part that's very, very interesting, where they were doing analysis of the actual Hutchison effect videos of the levitation one, and because this was mentioned by Tom Vallone in an interview that I'll be uploading in the future once I get through to Elaine Smith and so on, where they actually measured the rate of levitation, like how fast it was levitating, and it was at a constant acceleration. So some of the stuff when they fly out, it's not like someone just flipped you know, a lot of the fake debunkers they say, oh, it's just filmed upside down or whatnot, it's just falling from gravity, but the rate it's going is actually so when you do a slow motion time lapse and then and measure the actual distance and rate, it's going at a constant acceleration. No, I mean a constant rate of acceleration. So acceleration is increasing at a constant linear rate. So basically, what that means is it's not like gravity G. It's like gravity X, where X is constant. Yeah. So like, it's not just a normal number. It's a function that's linear. Okay. I don't want to go. I just want to see if I could find it. Maybe it might be in here somewhere. I will find it. It's very, very important, because it will be good reference when I upload the other video. Let's see, and then if I don't find it, I'll use text search text. Okay. Let's see, because he goes over some of the papers. Okay, let's see if I can go. This is the types of bands this is the type of frequencies he was adding to it. I do want to find it. We're almost there, I think. Okay, somewhere there. Where is it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's somewhere there. But anyways, this one's pretty interesting. I'm gonna screenshot this part right here. It's very important. This is a free energy power cell. Tells you exactly what he did to that. And it's Alec. Alec is the guy I talked to, John's friend. I'm gonna go into. Save this somewhere here. Steel rod bending. No, wrong one. Just gotta save this somewhere. I need to save that. Where in the world are we at? Falling magnets, meta. Okay, just save this there. Anyways, so just save that. And I'll search up quickly. I'm gonna search up because I need to find out. Measurements or analysis. Let's go footage. See if it's in the footage maybe. Okay, he mentions my name because I have a lot of footage. Analyzing footage. Okay, it's somewhere in here. Yeah, so it's somewhere here. So they were actually measuring the rate that it's rising. So this thing is rising up, and then they're measuring it, height of it, and they're calculating it what the rate could be. And there's some other one. So this was this thing levitating. 8mm film. The analysis of the videos. So yes, somewhere right here. So this one right here, the acceleration is increasing. So the acceleration as it's rising, they actually graph it out, and it's increasing at a linear rate. It's not just some random number. It's not gravity. It's not just like flipping a room upside down. It's actually right here. A, if you have A is constant, blah blah 43, and here's power. So acceleration equals negative 9.1 plus 470 times 76t. So basically, with time, the acceleration is increasing 470 times it by whatever seconds point. If it's after 1 second, acceleration is 470 meters per second squared. Whereas gravity is, yeah, so let's say if it rises for half a second, so it's going to be like 100 times, yeah, it's going to be like, yeah, about 100 times faster than gravity, the acceleration. Yeah, so it's accelerating way faster than gravity, but at a constant rate with time. And if you freeze frame it and look at it, it's going up. So this is the acceleration of gravity. It's 47, 56, 66, 85, and with time, and it's a linear scale. So that's absolutely mind-boggling right there, guys. And so in physics, this is called a jerk. So basically, or jolt. Let's say jerk or jolt wiki. So if you search up jerk or jolt in physics. So here is what we have. Okay, crackle pop. What the? This is real. Okay, guys, this is not fake, guys. So if you have a position, we'll call it r. The velocity or speed is going to be the derivative or the rate change of the position. So if you have a position, the rate it's moving per time, that's the velocity. And then the rate the velocity is increasing. So if you're going slowly, then faster, so your acceleration is increasing. The one after that, this is the one that's being captured in the Hutchinson effect. The levitation ones, when they fly out, it's actually going at a constant jerk. So the if you go back into, so click this one here. I'm going to close this. So if you go back here, so at the 57 mark right here, I'll screenshot this as well. This is pretty fascinating. Okay, so this one here, I'm going to save this as well. Yeah, this is called jerk or jolt. I like jolt because jerk sounds like a jerk. Anyways, what this is in mathematical terms, this right here, if you have a constant rate, basically the slope is constant. So the slope is always the same. And the slope is the rise over run. So rise over run. So and you just have a straight line. And again, you could go constant slope math graph. Okay. So if you look at just an image of a constant slope, here's constant slope. So here's a constant slope right here. Well, let's show something right here. Yeah. So here's a constant slope. So if you have a function like this, open image, and if you have a function like this, basically you have a constant run 2, so 1, 2, rise 1, and then every single one's the same. So this is the constant. It's going to be rise 1 over 2, so 1/2. The slope is 1/2 constant. So if your acceleration function is like this, that means the jerk is constant. So if you go back here, and then one after jerk, if you have a rate change of jerk is snap or Jones, and then the crackle pop. Interesting, that's where you get it from. Snap, crackle, pop. And again, the pop is like kind of like exploding, so everything's going like faster, faster, faster. And think of that. So if you have constant rate change of acceleration, that's jerk. If you have constant velocity, then the acceleration is 0. If you have constant acceleration like gravity, if 9.88 whatever, the jerk is 0, and all these follow is 0. All that follow is 0. But if your acceleration is increasing, your jerk is not 0. And if your position is constant, the velocity is 0. So think about that always. Anyways, and you can see that right here. Jerk is also the rate change of an object's acceleration over time. All right, so that's that. This is fascinating stuff. This is very, very important. Again, gives insight into the videos. So the videos are not just upside down dropping it in gravity. It's literally following a linear, a constant jerk. So this is advanced, way beyond. This is advanced electromagnetics, guys. Rice Krispies, elves. Okay, let's go. So UP moving like that are being jerked. Yeah, we are being jerked or jolted. I like the jolt there. Or also known as jolt. Okay, so jolt's probably better. I like jolt. Okay, anyways. We have 17 minutes. Let's power through. What else we had? We had Inventor 3. Okay, I think we have something here. Okay, we already had this video. These NIH and then inside jokes. Okay, let's go. And I'm gonna close this right here. Close this. And this guy's here. Future is here. Look out. Tesla discovered the new field. Okay, it's a new field of this stuff. Electro Tesla mechanics. See what other papers he has on here. Yeah, and he was pretty. He doesn't look like he knows his stuff, but again, you gotta literally throw yourself into the anti-gravity, free energy, 9/11 direct energy weapon stuff. Otherwise, what are we actually doing? Just playing with little magnet toys. Basically that's what it is. What I'm trying to say is, and also here's another part. This is from Bob Greener. He has the golden ratio drag and discharge Tesla coil discovered by Eric Dollard in 1978 as part of the integration experiments, or no, integratron experiments. And this is pretty cool. It shows like these like fractal golden ratio fractals set up right here. And he has a giant. Let's see what these are.
Discharge is kind of the.
I'm gonna go to. Okay, I'm gonna go right here. So we have this. I'm gonna go summarize. I'm gonna click like this and then summarize. And again, I do this just because it puts it on blockchain and just fill up the data on Hive. Okay, and to summarize it, I just want to go back here.
Which is kind of reflecting the golden ratio 5, right?
Wonderful.
So it's the golden dragon, so to speak, right?
Golden dragon.
Right.
It's this little puppy over here, right?
Yes. And you can see the fractal structure. It's the discharge from 400,000 volts, and you see kind of the golden dragon, which can be derived from the phi ratio folded with the fractal structure.
Wonderful. I can smell the.
And he also touches it too.
The ozone.
Right. I think that these things are.
Wonderful.
It's nice, right?
Yeah, really lovely.
Yeah, that's amazing. So 400,000 volts and he's touching it too. So that's pretty wild. Let's go back here. Let's go back. I think he touches it. I already passed it. But anyways, he's touching 400,000 volts. Yeah, there it is. Look at his hand. Slow motion touch it. And
I think that these things are.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah, really lovely.
I go back. Where did it touch his hand? My goodness.
It's nice, right?
Yeah, really.
When does it touch his hand? Okay, there it is. Am I like blind? Okay, there it is. Let's go with it. Okay, there. Look at that. Holy. I'm gonna go slow motion. Yeah. Hit that right there. Okay, and then next one. We're going frame by frame. Lights it up. That's up. And then like hits his hand. That's so cool. All right. I think this is what Marina Abramovich's and Lady Gaga were doing with those crystals, trying to get the orgone energy and power their demonic powers or something. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay, right on the middle finger there. Let's see what else it's a hit. This looks absolutely epic. So that's like a golden dragon. Fractal one goes down like that, and what's also cool is look at this. This one went high up. That's like freaking smart. Yeah, it's reaching out to his hand. Okay, so this is Eric Dollard. Yeah, if you haven't seen his stuff, he's like a mega scientist guy. It's like he can talk for hours. It's a bit hard to follow, but anyways. So basically this setup like that, and it does some magic stuff. And again, my view is it's all spinning the ether, and then you have points of discharge of the ether just launching out. And so that's his part. But also, if you go here, he also so Bob Greener actually does a slow motion of it, like ultra slow motion. So this one here has a slow motion right here.
With the Martin Fleischmann Memorial Project. So
here is 240
relatively
40 frames per second at 30 frames per second. So basically, he filmed it at 240 and then divided by 30, you'll get I think you'll get 80x slow motion speed. So basically, he films it
what?
He films at a super high frame rate, and then he plays at a slow frame. It's basically slow motion. Anyways. Let's see some slow motion of it. Let's see it forming. I think it goes even slower soon. Again, there's sparks. I just want to make it go to the slow motion part. Because he talks a lot over it. I just want to go over the slow motion parts. Because that's because we only have 11 minutes. When is it? Okay, there it is. This is 8x speed. Okay, there it is. How it's being formed. Interesting. It looks like it's almost being formed like right instantaneous of that. Does it actually launch up? Yeah, it does launch up, but I think he plays it even slower. Let's go back. It's still going way too fast for me. We need to go like 100x speed. I mean 100x slow motion. Anyways. Yeah, we need a faster camera, guys. Watch Electric River demonstration if you haven't. Electric River. Is that from Eric Leithwaite? Okay, guys, we have a few minutes, 10 minutes left. I'm just gonna go past the other links. Yeah, this one here. Yeah, Eric Leithwaite. Yeah, I've seen this one. I uploaded the one of those clips there. Is this a new one here?
Understand. In fact, if we're absolutely honest with ourselves, we don't understand them.
Pole and the whole of the other is... We're going to take...
Yeah, no, I've seen magnetic river. It's like, anyways, I have seen this one. If you haven't seen this, guys, and...
Let's give lift and guidance.
It's an old video. It's probably might have this one, and then where you can have this thing.
Now let's see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen this one. Eric Laser is big on there. It's also my biggest TikTok video. It was this one here. I have it pinned now. TikTok, the Eric Laser video. If you haven't seen it, this one's fascinating. So polarity right here. This is 160,000 views.
But then, you know, you always get into difficulties when you try to explain the behavior of permanent magnets. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to use 2 bar magnets, and first of all, I place them with like poles opposite. So, of course, they repel each other. If I put a bit of steel now on the pole of that magnet, I don't change the polarity of it by just doing that. If that was a north pole before, then the outside of the steel will still be a north pole, and so it should still repel the other magnet, shouldn't it? Surprise, surprise. Now in that condition, both magnets are pulling on the steel outward.
Yeah, so if you put a steel in front, and these are opposing magnets, it sticks to it. So instead of like maybe gluing a magnetic stuff to it, maybe I could just do this instead. So these are opposing magnets, but if you put a steel in between, it sticks to it. But they're opposing. So these are like a north-north. So I might just try this. We won't even need to like use epoxy or anything. It's fascinating.
They're trying to split it in half. Let's give them the opportunity to do that by making it a double piece of steel. Now when I release my fingers, will they in fact succeed in pulling it in half?
Okay,
they do.
So now they repel.
Now here's a situation, isn't it? In that condition, they just don't want to know each other. But with only a single piece of steel, both magnets are quite happy to attach themselves to it. I told you permanent magnets were going to be difficult, but believe me, there's worse to follow. Suppose I take an unmagnetized steel ball and an unmagnetized bit of steel. I'm going to put the steel ball on the magnet pole. As I approach it and touch it with the unmagnetized bit, I can always succeed in bringing the ball away with the unmagnetized piece. If I put a bit of cardboard in between magnet and ball to begin with, you can actually see the ball jump away from the magnet. Now I'm going to suggest that an explanation of these phenomena using the pole concept would be very difficult indeed. But then, you know, you always get...
So you see what he just did? He just did magic right here. This one here, a non-magnetized steel attracts a steel ball against a magnet. Like this one's a magnet attracting it, but this one is non-magnetized and it just attracts it instead. And then if you have a steel between it, they stick. You remove it, they repel. Nobody knows what's going on. Anyways, the other part is if you go to the MES experiments, guys. If you haven't seen this, guys, anything I put on the MES experiments, definitely watch it, guys. I only put the best. I only put the finest experiments, guys. And I'm going to work on that opposing magnets and see what I can do with those, because that's pretty fascinating. So these ones here, any of these, watch these. They're pretty wild. I only put the best of the best. And going back to that, so I uploaded that one about the magnets right here. I think, when did I put it about... where's the opposing magnets? Where's Eric Lathwaite? Somewhere in here. Eric Lathwaite. Yeah, this one right here. So this is part 34. So that's part 34. Watch it on this one because I put the link to stuff. But anyways, that's part 30. I'll just put the whole link here. You need how it oriented before it jumped. Yeah, orbs do that. Even in movies and art, they are depicted doing that. Interesting. And also, the other part is, yeah, there's some cool stuff in here. The other part is this one here. This one I did these are my magnet experiments, just playing around with it. I'm like, what in the world? It's behaving so weird. Small unmagnetized. So this one, if you play with magnets, it's like they don't just have a pole and pole. It's like some sort of weird. Again, I think it's some sort of vortex spinning. Ether. Unmagnetized steel on the left and magnets on the right. Okay, so we have again, unmagnetized steel, magnets on the right, and these are small ones. Look what happens with the magnet. Magnets on the right. Magnetic ball tends to roll to the center of the magnet. So if you have a magnetic ball, it goes to the center. Magnetic ball. If I lift it, it goes on the side. So here I just said, If I let it go, it goes in the center. If I pick it up, it goes to the side.
Magnetic ball moves to the edge of the magnet when lifted.
Okay, so like, what in the world's going on here? Where's the pull? Okay, so that's that. But now we'll keep watching what happens. Like, nothing makes sense at all. Plays faster. Okay. So now these are non-magnets.
Unmagnetized steel ball tends to move to the edge of the magnet.
So now unmagnetized steel ball goes to the edge. Magnets go to the center, but picked up go to the edge. See what happens here now. It only goes to the edge. This is a non-magnet.
The steel ball can be placed in the center of the magnet, but it is not stable.
Yeah, I can put that in and it just flies over to the edge. Now, what happens if I pick it up?
The steel ball moves to the edge of the magnet when lifted.
So it behaves the same as the magnetic ball when lifted. But keep watching, it gets weirder. Like, what in the world's going on here? Okay, so why is the edge magnetic, not the center? But so the pole's in it, not the center. Where's the pole? Pole's in the edge then. Sometimes. But let's see what happens here. If I get a big ball.
Large magnetic ball tends to roll to the center of the magnet.
So this one goes in the center now.
Large magnetic ball moves to the center of the magnet even when lifted.
Yeah, but if it's a large magnetic ball, if I lift it up, it goes to the center, not the side, not the edge. Like, what is happening? A small one goes to the edge. Okay. Anyways, we got flat Earth pondering. keep that flat Earth to yourself. All right. Now if we get now if we have a large unmagnetized steel rod, let's see what happens here.
Magnetized steel bolt tends to move to the center of the magnet even when lifted.
So this one always goes to the center. Always goes to the center even when lifted. But the little ball there, that one goes to the edge and picks up at the edge. But this one lifted at the center. Like, what is happening here? like what in the world's going on? And it just moving to the center unless it flip it to the side. Okay. You can't even push it to the side.
Additional experiments.
There's some additional experiments.
Cylinder magnet tends to move to the center of the magnet in a vertical orientation.
Yeah, so vertical one wants to be vertical like that.
Cylinder magnet moves to the edge of the magnet when lifted.
So when you lift it, it goes like to the edge, but a non-magnetized, it goes in the center.
Pushing the cylinder magnet away causes it to flip back vertically towards the center. When laying flat, the cylinder magnet wants to keep the opposite pole in the center and like pole on the edge.
So the opposite pole goes in, it goes in the edge. No, like pole on the edge. Interesting.
On the edge. When laying flat, pushing the cylinder magnet past the center can make it launch away.
Yeah, so you can launch it right here. I'll just launch it right here. Boom. So you can literally launch it just by moving stuff. So again, is that free energy? I mean, is that anti-gravity? Because I didn't give it that much energy. It just flew away. So how is it flying from such a far far launch? All I'm doing is pushing it away.
Small unmagnetized steel screw tends to move to the edge of the magnet.
So this one goes to the edge, but I can make it stand up. Look at what it stand up.
When placed near the center, the small screw...
Okay, Jeremy Barlow says I could debunk all this just with a few words. Foam model, editing, painted surface magnets, reverse footage. Oh no, wait, that's all for Hutchinson. Yeah. Well, let's go. Oh yeah, you're doing the Blue Bacon clown show.
Screw stands at an angle.
The
cool. Small screw moves to the edge of the magnet when lifted. Tiny unmagnetized steel screw tends to stand at an angle when placed near the center of the magnet.
This was pretty
when
cool.
Lifted, the tiny screw also moves to the edge of the magnet. The screw becomes more vertical as it gets closer to the center of the magnet. Note the angle of the screw is away from the center of the magnet.
Anyways, definitely watch this one. This one's like my view
is
the most
magnet
puzzling.
Balances at an angle when near the edge of the larger magnet.
So this one's one of I think really telling. That's a tiny magnet. That's aiming towards the center. Here's an unmagnetized screw aiming away from the center. So that's something fascinating.
The angle of the tiny magnet is towards the center and flattens out as it approaches.
Yeah, so it goes like that and it flattens out
the center.
In the center. That's fascinating.
The tiny magnet tends to move to and along the edge of the larger magnet.
Okay.
The tiny screw and tiny magnet balance in opposite positions and angles. Tiny screw balances near center at an angle away from center.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool.
Tiny magnet balances near edge at an angle toward center. Tiny screw flattens out when moved near edge. Tiny magnet flattens out when moved near center.
Yeah, okay. And it's like the reverse, because this one flattens out at the end. This one flattens out over here. This one's not magnetized, it's magnetized. So what in the world is going on here? Anyways, this video right here, I think, is one of the most puzzling in all of magnetism, and this is just me playing around with magnets. The moving to the edge has to do with the weight of the ball. When they are being lifted, their magnetic lock isn't strong enough to overcome gravity. Interesting. I'll have to see what that means. But anyways, it's the whole thing. Watch the whole thing. Everything is. If you explain one thing one way, then you got to look at the then explain the other ones as like possible opposite explanations. But anyways, pretty cool stuff. Anyways, I'll go one more thing. He wanted to show those boats again, seeing if they're due or not. But what I'm gonna do is, because I have a whole lot of stuff not commented right here. I mean, not analyzed. I'm gonna cut these ones here and then add them to the next stream. So I'll go over here. I'm gonna call it. Initially, I was supposed to do one on demolition. On like the science of conventional demolition. Might do that next week, or unless I find something else. I'll click meta. And then click the notes in right here. Gary Jackson says, thanks. I had toy magnets 60s, and yeah, epic stuff. Yeah, and I will go over your video you sent about the your meeting with the school board again. I just have to, again, I get like 700 million thousand messages every day now. So Eric Red says 2 rectangle shaped islands, 1 large, 1 smaller with 7 ports. Research Phantom Islands. We'll go down a bit. I just want to go over that boat again. Steel bending. Okay, where's the boat? Oh no, that's steel bending. Go back here. Okay. Where was that steel bending thingy there? Class photography on X. Was this one here? Okay, this one, class photography. Okay, last one, and then go back. So, but apparently this is due according to Eric Red. But again, I need to see more stuff. I need to see something. I need to see a comparison. Okay, so that is very interesting. Fuming. And again, some very interesting formations and so on. And yeah, this edge of it looks like all melted and so on. Okay. But yeah, definitely it's in like prime location for a directed energy weapon. It's like the middle of the sea, nobody can see, and then you just fire on there. Anyways, guys, that's all for today, guys. That's 2 hours again. It's a 2-hour. It's an emergency deep dive, quick live stream. I'm gonna go and click end stream. I'm gonna stop threadcast and go and edit. Remove the threadcast. And alright, guys, and also on the Telegram. There's Marina at the grocery store, and guys, follow my Telegram for anything. I just post there quickly before I fact check everything else afterwards. But I do fact check here, but I don't do like second by second or frame by frame when I do stuff until I upload on YouTube and so on. Anyways, guys, have a good one, guys. And where's the thingy? Or right when I'm leaving is when all the people are showing up. Anyways, it was perfect timing. Have a great day, you guys. Stay off the fumes. Right. Ciao. Okay, guys. And ending the stream in 3, 2, 1.